Hey guys, Masterath here, and here is a little bit of a MasterRants video, not going to be very long, but it's going to be about, well, for example, okay, this is going to be pretty much a rule that you really shouldn't tamper with the classics as much as some people do. My example comes from the newly announced Sonic the Hedgehog game, Sonic Boom, which the trailer was released yesterday, and some people like it, some people hate it. The dubstep that goes alongside it, nah, guess it works. But I'm more worried about how some of the characters have, let's say, altered in time. Now, it revolves around the four original sort of hero characters being Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. Which is good, a lot better than having all these bloody new crap that they have to team up with and all that stuff. I'm looking at you, Silver, and you, Blaze. Good characters and all, but seriously, do we need, like, 20,000 different hedgehogs? Shadow was good. Did we need any more? Anyway. So, the characters have got a different look. Apart from, I believe, Amy. Amy's got the same look as usual. At least she still looks very similar. Sonic, for some reason, has hyperextended his own legs. So, his legs are larger, whatever. Tails is supporting goggles and a utility belt. I think that this is a good addition. Making Tails sort of a support character, which we all know Tails is, right? Ever since the second game, he's been there helping out Sonic in his plane, or even carrying Sonic to the next level. And then we get to Knuckles. What the hell did they do to Knuckles? Seriously, Sonic, okay, fine. I don't know, making him look more like a teen. Fair enough. Okay. Tails, good addition. I like it. Knuckles? What the hell did they do to Knuckles? Seriously, here's a picture of Knuckles, what he looks like now. We all know what Knuckles used to look like, right? He was about the same height as Sonic, if not slightly taller. Just a little bit taller. You know, and he had gigantic fists with spikes on them. That's what we remember him as, because he's called, oh, I don't know, Knuckles. But now, I don't know why people are there going, oh, he's gotten ripped, or he's been taking steroids or whatever. No, it's nothing to do with that. It's not muscle. No way is it muscle, because you look, he looks a lot less like Knuckles, and a lot more like me. And let's put it this way, I don't take muscle stimulants or whatever. I just sit around on my ass, eating crisps and pies. So, yes, Knuckles seems to have gotten lazy since the last game, and, well, it's not a welcome change. Also, it's obvious that Knuckles, for the last 20 years, has been forced to take anti-growth hormones, and he's finally kicked Sega's ass. Seriously, why is Knuckles like 10 foot tall? He's huge! The problem is, they've reduced the size of his hands. They've reduced the size of his gloves and make him have this sort of, like, tape on his hands. That's fair enough and all, but here's my issue. He's called Knuckles. Yet now probably the biggest part of him is either his shoulders or his torso. Which ruins the fact of him being called Knuckles. For example, Tails is called Tails. He's got two tails, two-tailed fox. You ain't gonna get rid of both tails and still call him Tails, are you? You ain't gonna call Sonic Sonic if he's slow as crud. You ain't gonna call Amy Amy if she was a man. So personally, this is probably like one of the worst things they've done, I think, for a while, is change Knuckles too much. You know, if they were going to start reducing his hand size, then yeah, okay, fair enough. But this huge change from Lost World to Boom, you know, from ordinary-looking Knuckles that he's looked like for the last 20 years, to boom, big roided-up Knuckles. Big Jim Knuckles. Jim Knuckles. He's called Jim now. Jim Knuckles. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this change. Then again, I haven't played the Sonic games for the last 10 years at least. I think the last ones I had was Shadow and Sonic Heroes. Shadow, good game. Sonic Heroes, nah. It glitched a lot, did Sonic Heroes, but then again, so did Shadow, so yeah. So when it comes to Sonic Boom, I'm probably not going to get it because it's going to be on next-gen consoles, and I have none of them. But if I'm going to get it, if they can put it on 3DS, I may give it a go. At least rental may give it a go. But yeah, at the moment, it looks okay. It looks okay. The big guy at the end looks quite good. Looks quite cool. I'm wondering how, obviously, Dr. Robotnik, aka Eggman's gonna be involved in this at all, if he is involved in it at all. Because after Lost World, we don't know if Eggman's still alive. I hope so, because, well, I think it'd be like the Action Man thing with Sonic. You get rid of the main bad guy, you're screwed. They got rid of Dr. X in Action Man. They tried to do something with this toxic gangrene guy. Didn't work. It did not work. And if they get rid of Eggman, it's going to be the same thing. But yeah, anyway guys, that's it. I'm not going to rant on anymore. That is the MasterRants. Yeah, but just a thing though, to all game developers out there who have a cult classic character, if you're going to alter him slowly over time. Don't just go straight from one to another, because none of us are going to believe it's the same one. Even though it is all a game, or whatever, it probably is the same person. We're going to have to get used to this now. We're going to have to get used to this new, roided up, buffed up Knuckles. You know, that either looks like he's been at the gym 24 hours a day instead of protecting the Master Emerald, like he used to do. Oh yeah, and apparently the Master Emerald was the reason he did this, or whatever. At least there's been jokes about it's been the Master Emerald that does this. Then why didn't he do that back in 95? When he actually had the Master Emerald in his wake at the time. Why didn't he do that? Or was it like, is it like a man trying to use a cooker? You know, it takes 20 years to finally sort it out. Anyway guys, that's it from this MasterRants. I'm not going to rant on anymore, but yes, game developers, if you are going to change a main character, or a cult classic character, change him over time. You know, if Knuckles started changing like 7 years ago, or even less than that, like 5 years ago, then I'm sure more of us would be okay with this. But yeah, seriously, Knuckles, lay off the pies, man. Anyway, that's it from me. The next part of Let's Play Pokemon Fire at the Infamous Challenge will be coming out later tonight at 8 o'clock. So I'll see you then.